game is on. Let's chase that high score till the dawn. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. A perfect place for where fun starts. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. It's more than just a work of art. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. Flippers up, the game is on. Let's chase that high score till the dawn. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. A perfect place for where fun starts. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. It's more than just a work of art. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart. Pinball fun with Greg and Bart.
Hey. Oh, hang on just a second. Hey, you need to get home? Poe needs a sandwich made. Okay, that's how I got that thing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pinball Fun. Greg and Bart. We are here. We are live, and we came up with a new 60-second intro, and I don't know if I like it or not, but what the hell?
It works.
Huh?
It works. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it worked. And I set it to auto move right just straight to us. I actually did something that worked for a change.
Nice. Nice. I did something that did not work. And I tried to run a program in the background really quick. And then I tried to stop it. And it like blanked out all my screens except for this one. And yeah, look at my monitor back here. It's all completely white. That's how all of them are. They're all completely white right now. I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. I can still see OBS, or I mean, I can still see my browser, and I can still see what I need to share and all that. So
good.
We're good.
I'll tell you what, there's not a whole lot of new pinball news this week. Bart, if you've been paying attention to Off Grid Arcade, though, you'll see he did a great video on a new table that's out this week. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that that's one of our challenges for this week. So, pretty cool table, Dinosaur Dynasty. I've been looking in the at you guys talking in the Discord as well. And the other thing I noticed is we were talking about pinball, nature 1 and 3. What do they call it, Bart? What is it?
Natural history.
Natural history 1 and 3. 2's not on sale. Well, guess what? Greg already bought 1 and 3 a long time ago. I need 2. So.
Yeah, I bought 1 and 2 a long time ago, and then I bought 3 a while back because I wanted Dinosaur Dynasty 2 before Dinosaur Dynasty 3 came out.
That's when I bought it, and you were the one that actually mentioned that. I bought it on it's your fault.
Yeah. I was shocked to see that they put those packs on sale. It would have been nice if they did all 3 of them, but it's and I think if you have the 4K pinball, I think you can. I think Dinosaur Dynasty 1 and 2 are individual tables. I don't think they're part of the pack on the 4K, but I'm not for sure about that. I'm just going off of what I heard, and I'm not real sure. But should we run through the chat real quick, Rick?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Casey was first. Twice. Kelly was second. And then Casey said he realized his wife didn't play this week, and he meant to play 2 of the tables again, but never got time. Hey, Jabba's here. What's up, Wizards?
I will say this too. I'll just throw this in here. You had extra time because I'll be honest with you. Last night, we're going to end them at 6 p.m. the night on Wednesday nights. But that's depending on whether Greg's home and whether Greg's not being stupid. And I was watching TV, and the next thing I know, it rolled around 9 o'clock. I said, no, there's just something I was supposed to do today. I just know there is. Then I said, oh. So I went ahead and turned off locked up the tournament. So, if you want to play again and you check and see that I haven't shut it down, it's not your fault. It's my fault. So,
right. Yeah, if they're still open, play them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Crispy's here. Chris, good to see you. Chris was on our show Sunday night. Really good guy. Really good guy. Pierre is here. Good to see you, Pierre. Poe's mom was here, but she was just leaving. That's why we were late. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello.
You guys really would have wished though that we could have gone live a little bit sooner because Bart was having some USB problems. He was bent over under his desk. His ass was sticking straight up in the air. I mean, it would have. You guys could have just had a ball with that. I mean, I kept thinking, Monica, get out from under the desk. Get out.
Oh, let's see. Everyone's saying hello. Here's Joker's here.
That's unique. That's the unique Joker.
Yeah. Mike from Mike's Gaming Gala is here. Super Mike, as Casey calls him.
Super Mike.
Poe says that theme song sounds like a PBS Kids show starting in a good way.
Yeah.
Casey's asking Mike when he's going to get in on the pinball stuff. And he says probably never. He's broke. But he says if he wins the lottery, he'll get a lot of pinball.
You know, I've been talking to Bart. You're talking about what you can play on what and product. You know, I've enjoyed this pinball. I've enjoyed this pinball machine that I got from Matt Games, the micro. And I'm really, I started thinking, you know, I ought to look at that 4K. But then, you know, they've got the HD, what do they call it? HDP.
Yeah.
So it plays the same games as the micro, the HDP. It's just a fancier version because it's got artwork on it. I think that's the only difference.
Well, I mean, the machine itself has some differences as far as it has the 3-screen instead of 2-screen, and it has the updated processor chip in it. The brains of the machine is updated, so it actually has a better computer inside of it than what the 4K currently has. So it's an upgraded machine, but you can't play 4K on it. No. But
see, therein lies the problem. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, the tables for the HDP are the same price as the 4K tables, though. So it's the 4K or the HDP. I think you do have to get a version for that machine. I don't know. Don't quote me on all this. I think if you got the ones like we have now for the micro, I think they'll play on it. But the ones that are designed for the HDP won't play on the standard HD or the micro.
Well, see, my interest is in the HD. I'm beginning to like this At Games product. You know, even that smaller $250 game. And I've been thinking about the HD one, though, because I'm really excited about this VPX being able to be played on it natively. You know, in other words, they're going to have supposedly natively. You know, you won't have to hook a computer up to it.
Yeah, you can just put on a thumb drive or something.
Because I think you and I talked off the show one time about one of the nice things about these machines on Mac Games is we've got our own home built ones, and they're great. Yours is great, mine's great. But the thing is, you still got a lot of setup to do. You know, sometimes to get them running. You know, I mean, you know, to change from VPX to VR to VPX to FX, I have to change the screen settings and all that every time I go in to do it. You know, I got to have the one portrait or horizontal. What is these At Games? You just turn them on.
Yeah.
Just turn them on. What?
Turn them on and play. Yeah.
So, but I looked into it and I just thought with the expense, they had them on sale, but I still came down to the same thing. I just decided not to push the button because I don't have any room.
Right. Yeah. It would be tempting to get that HDP, but I'd have to do some research and find out about the tables that, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted reading Jabba's. I'd have to do research and make sure the tables we bought would play on it. Jabba says he almost purchased Zaccaria Pinball Primal Carnage table pack on Steam. Thought it was the Dinosaur Dynasty 3 that dropped on At Games. Yeah, don't get those confused. Don't get those confused. And quite frankly, I like Dinosaur Dynasty series better than that Primal Carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm reading Poe's message. Poe sent a picture earlier. I like the Dinosaur Dynasty series 1, 2, and 3 better than I like those 4 Primal Carnage tables. But I have them both. I paid for them both, so and they're all right. They're good, the Primal Carnage tables, but they're not as good as these. And I tell you what got me first was when I first turned on and launched Dinosaur Dynasty 3, and that voice. Normally it's Dinosaur Dynasty, but this one's like Dinosaur Dynasty 3. Yeah. You're like, Jesus.
I know.
I recorded that video. Kelly was still sleeping. Well, she was in bed. I don't know if she was asleep or not, but she might not have been up after that because the pinball machine just sits right outside the bedroom door. So it's kind of right there. I was like, oh, shoot. It's kind of loud.
I know. When I first fired it up, oh, excuse me. I've had a long day. And it's been one of those rainy, dreary days. But anyway, I know what you're saying. It when it first came on, I thought, whoa, jump back, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. So a couple people jumped in that we didn't get to see. Say hi to Salvatore's here, Derek's here, and now Kaos just got here. So good to see you guys. Welcome into the show. But while we're talking about At Games, you mind if I show that thing right now and we'll go over that?
No, it's
the
a good
results
idea.
of the big vote,
Perfect.
and then we can go into what the contests were for last week and the results and what the new tables and all that.
Sure.
But we'll just finish up with this. So I went ahead and grabbed this, which was kind of a pain in the butt to grab because I had to grab it off their video. So the vote tally came in for the big. They had a list of like 30 different tables or 25 tables, something like that. And the top 13 vote getters, they're going to make a table based on those. And and these are the ones that won. So Route 66, music, America's soundtrack. It's got all kinds of stuff. Cars, drive-ins, and fast food. National parks, World War II, 1776, moon landing, Civil War, Apollo 13, From Sea to Shining Sea, the Interstates, National Museums, and the Rovers, another space-based. And I don't know if these are in any particular order, if this is the order of, like Route 66 got the most votes and the Rovers was the 13th most. Because I don't know why they would sort them like this. Why wouldn't you put Rovers up here by these two other space ones and Civil War next to the other war ones? I don't know, but so I don't know if that's showing. And they said, I guess, I was watching on RTX last night, and he was saying that some of these may actually.
I think Bart just froze. Yep, he froze on us. I always feel bad when that happens too, because it always freezes at just an inopportune time. I've had that happen to local newscasters. It freezes just as you can see right up their nose. Oh, I wonder if he even knows he froze yet. He surely has had to figure it out. Let's see. I'll type it in the chat. Bart, you froze. Well, anyway, while we're waiting for Bart to come back, there he's gone. What he's doing is he's rebooting so he can get back in. So while we're waiting on him, you can see at the bottom of the screen, we've got House of Diamonds Deluxe. It's pre-installed on the Micro. You got Dinosaur Dynasty, which now that's a pre-installed one. We always try to do a pre-installed one so you don't have to buy anything. Then you got Dinosaur Dynasty 3, which is the one that just came out today. $6. Fun table, great table. Bart was just talking about, and he did a video on his channel about it early this morning. Woke Kelly up, and there you go. Pinball FX, we're doing Whirlwind. And Pinball FX VR, we're doing Twilight Zone. Now, Pinball FX Whirlwind does not have a VR. Twilight Zone is in VR and on Pinball FX. So let's see if Bart's coming back now. Let's see. Add to the stream. Let me see if I can add him. It says, oh no, it did. Sorry, Bart. I went into something else here real quick while we were waiting.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'll just finish up with that then. Just say, so I finished with Dinosaur Dynasty, Whirlwind, only on FX. Now, FX Twilight Zone is VR, but it's also on FX. So I don't care which score you post. Just make sure you post the score either from, you know the way to do it, guys. So anyway, so there's your 4 tables. House of Diamonds. I gotta wait for them to come through because I can't remember. House of Diamonds, and Dinosaur Dynasty, Whirlwind, and good grief, this shows you my age. I can't remember shit. 2 minutes. But anyway, Whirlwind. Oh, and then what was the last one? Jesus.
Twilight Zone.
Come on. Pinball FX VR is Twilight Zone. There you go. Good grief. So, and you have your choice there. So, there's your 4 tables. Now, Bart, you can take it away from where you were at. When you froze, you were just talking about big pack of tables.
Yeah. See, my screen's not white now. When I stopped sharing that screen, it shut down the browser, and because all my screens are white, I couldn't find it to turn it back on, so I had to reboot. So anyway, that all was my fault. That had nothing to do with anything except I tried to run that other program right before we came live.
I'm sure most people are saying Greg hit the wrong button again and did something.
That's what I should have came back with and said, yeah, freaking Greg kicked me off. No, all I was going to say is that originally they said that they were going to start releasing those tables in 2027, but now I guess they're saying that they might release some of them in 2026 still. And we're thinking maybe like the 1776 table or something, because, this is 250th anniversary for our country. And so maybe try to get that one out this year instead of next year, but I don't know. So anyway, yeah, so that's all I was going to say. So hopefully that's 13 new tables, and the CEO or something like that, he's going to pick a category and there'll be a 14th. So those are guaranteed to come out. So
see, and they're guaranteed to come out, but see, they're not guaranteed to come out for me, and that's the problem I got when these people keep putting stuff off of here, because I keep saying to myself, every time, like, stay tuned for next season, begins January 2027, I think. I might be dead.
Right. We might not make it.
When you start getting to my age, you think, what was it, one of my buddies that I go to lunch with that I used to work with, my age, he was talking about the world going to crap in a handbasket. He says, I'm not worried about it. We'll be dead before it gets too bad.
Yeah. And Mike said, I take off-grid really seriously. Yeah, that had nothing to do with the grid stuff. Did you already address this, what Casey had asked in here? Are any of these week's games on the Micro? Yes. House of Diamonds Deluxe is pre-installed, and Dinosaur Dynasty 3, it's worth the $6. Just buy it. It should be on everyone's Micro because it is a great table. RTX, I don't want to give a spoiler. He did a review of the table. If you want to see more about it than my gameplay, watch RTX. He talks about it. He shows more than I did. He was just dicking around to do his video, and he almost beat my whole first game on his first ball, and he let the balls just drain. He got into a multi-ball, and he just let them drain. And I'm like, he still almost outscored me on his first ball. But he said he thinks it's a better table than Police Street Patrol. He said he has more fun on Police Street Patrol, but he thinks this is a better table. So that's high praise. That's high praise.
I like the call out. I got it this morning. Actually, I got it this morning and I saw your video. That helped me remember that, today's the day, Thursday, that's coming out. So I went over. Like I said, I found out I already owned 1 and 3. I needed 2. That was a disappointment. But then I went ahead and bought Dinosaur Dynasty 3 and I played it. And yeah, it's a great table, great call outs, great graphics, great gameplay. It's a lot of fun.
It's a great game. Jabba says he's going to drop a score on Twilight Zone. He says a little score. A little score for him is 5 times higher than my scores instead of 10 times. Eric says 1776 this year would be cool. Yes. Casey, go ahead.
Well, let me bring up this last week's score.
Poe thought 1776 table was celebrating the year that you and Phil started elementary school.
Close. Actually, I graduated in 74. So that's 2 years later. Yeah.
Yeah. See here, Greg. Jabba said, Greg and I were talking about the scores on Dinosaur Dynasty. I said, first I said some guys had 300,000. I said, wait, or 300 million. I said, wait, no, someone has 800 million. 2 guys have 800 million. Last I checked. But RTX said he thinks it's going to go to 1 billion.
I played early enough in the day that I was hoping I'd be on the top leaderboard. You know, sometimes if you get it right away, you got a chance. I was going to snap a picture. Hell, no way in hell. I mean, you know, it's no way.
My second game that I played, I got 67 million, something like that. And I went ahead and, you know, after it submitted, I did the QR code on the screen, and I was actually 25th, which is the only time I've ever seen myself, because that game's only shows the top 50. And I've never been in the top 50. So, and I won't be on the top 50 tomorrow, because there'll be at least 25 more people that beat me. But I was in 25th. I should have taken a screenshot just to prove that at one point. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, who put that? Mike put on there, yeah, I'll be 70 this year. Yeah, I will be. As a matter of fact, it was funny. Somebody mentioned Phil earlier. I was watching when he was doing more videos during the day. I'd watch him when I was at the gym on the treadmill and stuff. Pastime. I couldn't always type in the chat, but I remember he's saying something about how old he was. Well, I found out how old he was. I said, you ain't old, Phil. I'm gonna share the screen real quick of last week's scores, if I might, man.
Absolutely.
And let's see, to make it big, can you do? Yeah, there you go. Okay, now this is some interesting scoring this week. Look at here. Bart and I were talking about this before the show. Off Grid got 268, Intellivision Gamer got 264, 4 points difference. And then Derek, 1 point difference. Then between me and Derek was 13, 14, 16 points difference. And Poe and I actually tied. So Poe is really in 4th place. You could mix or match those. I don't know how it determines. Then Hollywood Polo, who's usually way up the top, and famous or Crispy, usually way at the top. And look at here, Kelly, 162, Terry 158, Jabba 100. Jabba only got in, I think, on 1 game.
Yeah, he played 1 table and he won.
Yeah.
He's given us some breathing room.
And Arlene and Robbie, aren't those Intellivision Gamers family?
That is Casey's kids. You are correct.
Right.
You know what's funny, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to elaborate. If you scroll back up to the top,
Sure.
so you can see me and Casey were up at the top because Casey got that monster score on aerobatics, but we were tied at one point. And if scroll down on Street Patrol, the Street Patrol scores.
Yeah. You kind of cut out for a second, so you're fine.
Can you scroll down on that one?
Which one? The cop one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can scroll down. I'm all the way at the bottom now.
When Kelly passed Casey, it put me ahead of him on the overall. That's so. Well, Kelly had my back. When she put that score in.
Well, how other people do does affect the score that you get. Yeah. So as he pointed out, that's the cop one. The Jabba took first in the Knight Rider. Hollywood Polo, as usual, up there, and Famous Crispy up there. Off Grid did real good. Pixeltorium, Poestyle. I mean, I did horrible. I did horrible on that table. And then we get back to my favorite ones, which are the Ding Ding tables, and you've got Intellivision Gamer, Pixeltorium, Famous or Crispy, sorry, I keep saying that wrong. Off Grid, Mr. Poestyle. Poe beat me again. Hollywood Polo, Arlene, Terry, Kelly, and Robbie. So Kelly, Kelly was in all three, right? Did she play in?
No, she didn't play Knight Rider.
Right, she didn't play Knight Rider. So that might have made a difference. And
yeah. Well, it does. It makes a big difference if you play all three. That's why, if you don't get a chance to play all of them, don't feel bad if you're not up on the overall leaders. Because, if you got a really good score on one table, that's great. But, yeah, I'm only on top because I played all three and I won one of them. And did just good enough on the other two. It's like,
I'm going to do something real quick, though. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that while I'm sharing the screen. Let's see. I think I stopped the screen share by hitting this button. I got it. I think I went back. There we go. Now I'm going to do some stuff here. Bart, you entertain everybody while I'm going to change the settings in iScore.
Okay.
All right. Archive those.
Let's see. Poe says he played the police table and Knight Rider once, played the Zach table 6 times. He enjoyed it. Casey said he needed to play again. Herb Wars here. Hey, Herb, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah. So you do get benefit. Now, I can't get too cocky because I said it right when I play, the RTX daily grind as many days as I can. And usually I'm at the very bottom of those tables. Those guys are all pretty good. And I'm always way down at the bottom. But I play enough tables that I'm always just outside of the top 10 at the end of the week. I think I was 11th this week. And it's funny on his live stream, he'll have that thing on there, but his picture covers the thing, and it was covering half of my score. So it was like I was peeking over. You could see the top of the off-grid in 11th place. But, yeah, I even said in his chat one day, I said, hey, I'm down there holding up the basement. And but you just play enough. You play in all the tables each day. Your score gets up there. But did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I'm going to share that real quick.
Let me get this off of you.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't know why, I jacked this for a long time. It's okay on a PC, but on a phone, it's kind of hard to read. If you notice, RTX, he's got the name of the games, and I did too. I used to have the names of the games at the top of the table along with the picture. But this time, I followed all the instructions, did it the same way I did it before, and I couldn't get the names to come up. So you just got to know, but you should be able to tell from the image. There you go. So that first one, is probably the roughest one, but that's the deluxe table. House of Diamonds. House of Diamonds is the first one, then the Dinosaur Dynasty, Whirlwind, and Twilight Zone. And I tell you, I jacked with those settings. I don't know why, I just couldn't get it to show that. So I may work on that through the week. And okay, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll look at it too, see if I can't figure it out.
Why is this wanting to do this to me? And I did doing the same thing I did before. No, that's why I get screwed up. There we go. So anyway, so it's set up, ready to go. Anybody can post the score right now. It's done. It's ready.
Excellent.
I did like and I was able to make that animation work on Whirlwind, where when you go to it, you'll see that it's swirling. I don't know. Maybe that's what did it.
Oh,
Can't imagine.
maybe. I don't know. I don't get all fancy like that.
Well, see, there's pre-made templates. You know, there's pre-made templates on this thing, but there weren't for Dinosaur Dynasty. And I couldn't find a pre-made template for Twilight Zone, so I had to take and make a blank template, use a blank one for those two games, and then go out on the web and find a picture. I just went to AtGame's site, find the Dinosaur Dynasty. I noticed you do that on your videos. You really got really nice videos. You got your playfield, you got your backglass, and then you got an image of the game pack on your screen. So yours are very nice to know what you need to get.
Yeah, that was my theory, is people could see what pack they're looking for, or what the box art looks like. Because I have no way of recording a me cam on those, because I just record them on my phones. So,
well, see, and you're using separate devices. I'm using one device, catching them, and then I go back and edit it. I turn it into two separate videos and blow up each screen, and then paste them together. But you definitely got a lot better quality video. Where can I play the two that aren't on the micro? Okay, well, Pinball FX on Steam or Epic,
or Xbox, or PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch, one or two, or I think it might be available on FX Go on your phone, and then you just watch a commercial, and then you can play a game. And the pinball, the
Whirlwind.
No, yeah, that's Whirlwind. Twilight Zone, you can play it on your Quest 3, Casey. You can download that table and get it on your Quest 3. Because that was the intent, was it was going to be a VR only, but we've been letting people play any. But the same deal, you can play it on any console, any on your PC, on Steam. You can play it on what else? That's it. The Switch, one or two. Oh, or on your phone, perhaps. I don't know if it's available on FX Go.
And see, that's one of the advantages we talked about doing taking the pictures of the tournaments this way. We set up tournaments before. You were pretty much limited as far as how it kept track of the score of playing on games that would cross-platform. Well, the Switch won't cross-platform. So, this is definitely... Now, what game were you asking about on Pinball Go?
Whirlwind.
Let me see if I can find that. Whirlwind. I do not see that.
Or what about Twilight Zone? Is that on there?
I hope I'm on Pinball Go. I think it's the only one. It's Pinball FX, right? Yes, Twilight Zone's on here. Let's see. See, this app's called Pinball FX, not called Pinball Go. But I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I thought it was Pinball FX Go.
Well, it probably is, but it didn't say that on.
Let's see. Whirlwind is on the list.
Well,
And it says you can get it on an Apple phone on the App Store, Casey. Yeah, Derek said they're both on there.
Well, I wonder why I'm not seeing it.
I don't know. I just went to Gemini and asked it what tables are on it, and it listed both of them. But
yeah, you can't see it because of the light, but that's the app I'm using. Oh, let me show you the main screen to it. It's just got that little FX. Hey, you can't see it. Lighting's bad, but it's just a little circle with an FX on that app.
yeah, it's on there somewhere because Jabba found it also, and Terry found it on her iPad. So there you go. There's no excuses. You can play for free. Just watch a commercial. And like I said, when I'm doing RTX's daily grind, I know I'm not going to beat those guys, and I know I'm not even going to get. I'm lucky if I get halfway up the list. So a lot of those I do one and dones because just having your name on the scoreboard gets you points.
Yeah.
And so maybe you play all 4 games this week and you come in last in all 4. You're still going to beat someone who didn't play 2 of the tables.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this week. Jabba could have wiped the floor with all of us, but he only played the one, and that left the rest of us some space because he could have got 300 points. House Deluxe, yeah, it's on Zachary on the Switch too. There you go. Also,
Now, what this Pinball Masters? Have you ever seen that Pinball Masters from Netflix? Yeah, it's another app you can get, and if you're a Netflix subscriber,
yeah,
you got another pinball one that you can play that way. But
Go is what used to be Zen Pinball World. Joker says, how do I upload my FX Go score? Just take a screenshot on your phone when the score's showing, and then edit it down if you want, chop it to where you can just see the score or whatever, and then post it on iScore just like normal. That's all you got to do is take a screenshot of your score.
that's
I
one way.
always-
The other way is you can go out and buy another phone and then take a picture of that with that phone.
Right. You get a different phone and take a picture of that phone. That's how I do all my other stuff. I'm taking a picture. The only one I take internally is the VR. I take a picture of that and then send it to my phone. So, yeah, just take a screenshot of it. So, yeah. Good selection of tables. I suck at Whirlwind. I'll be at the bottom of that list. I kind of suck at Twilight Zone too, unless I get a good game. But it's like, that's one of those tables that I'll have 10 bad games in a row, and then all of a sudden I'll pull one out of my ass and get a good score. And then I go back to reality and I suck again. So, yeah. But that's, I don't know. That's how I kind of feel about all the Williams tables. They're designed to drain. I mean, let's face it, they're designed to make money in arcades. So Williams designed their tables to drain, and you got to have a lot of skills, and I think a lot of nudging skills to keep the ball alive on a table that's designed to drain the ball. So
Right.
I don't have the skills, and I certainly don't have the nudge skill. Yeah, Joker, just go up to the where's the iScore? Go up to in the Discord, up above all the regular chats that we have. There's a section that says Pinball Tourneys, and inside that one, there's a link to the iScore. and that'll take you to the iScored page, and then you can just post your scores right there. That page only Derek and then the four of us, me and Greg, Poe, and Mike, Gaming Road Warrior, the only ones that are allowed to post in that room, so it won't get buried. It's other people can't chat in there, so it should be near the bottom of that list. The pinball tourneys, and then there's a console tourneys one also, and there's an iScored on there for whatever challenge Poe and I are doing, which right now is Worm Whomper on the Intellivision.
If you're using I just answered my own question. Pinball FX Go. It is Pinball FX Go. Is how you look for it in the PlayStation, the Play Store. If you're on Android, the only thing I can't figure out is why I can't see. What did you say it was? Whirlwind or Twilight Zone?
Yeah, Whirlwind was one you said you couldn't find, but it. Derek said his girl found it and Jabba found it, and it was on the list on what you call it. Gemini pulled it up, but
I found Twilight Zone, but I sure as hell don't see Whirlwind. Dang it, I hate it. You know, you can hook an Xbox controller up, Bluetooth it to an Android phone. I don't know if you can do it with an iPhone. You can actually use the Xbox controller for the flippers.
Nice.
But yeah, that drives me nuts that I cannot find Whirlwind on here. That's so weird. But it is cool. It is cool if you can do all that stuff with it. All right. Well, trying to think anything else to bring up, but other than the tournaments.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, we didn't have much tonight. You know, y'all may know my wife had her shoulder surgery last week. She's actually on what's today? Today must be, well, she had it a week ago yesterday. And so she's up there with her arm in this thing like this, and she can't move or do anything unless I'm around. So, okay. Unique Joker says, Discord I know, so he knows how to get into Discord. So, go find it.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can.
She got 3,944th place. Terry's not a fan of Whirlwind. That's another one, though. I struggle with that table because you'll have a good game every once in a while, but it just seems like more often than not that freaking Sasquatch is up there laughing at me.
Yeah, and that is, but I'll tell you what, when I was picking the games, I was looking through all the games choices, and I came across Fishtails, and I thought, I don't want people calling me an asshole all week.
More than usual.
Yeah.
Drain Tails. I think Gaming Road Warrior was one that coined that. Drain Tails. But all right. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm trying to look something up here, and I should be paying attention, but that's okay. I do silly stuff. If I do this, I'm finished doing what I wanted to do. Why does my phone do this? Okay. I can't find anything. I give up. I'm done.
All right. Sounds good.
Listen, tournaments, pinball news, stuff coming up. Bart gave us some great information on that. Don't forget to check out a lot of our friends that are in the comment down below this, but don't forget to check out Sunday night with Bart and Off-Grid. And they have Bart and Cheap Christmas. I'm telling you what. Oh, see, I told you what happens when you get old. Shit.
Yeah. See, now here's a public service announcement. Jabba said, Whirlwind is a tough table. 10 million will be hard to get. So don't be depressed if you only get 1 or 2 million, because Jabba says he's going to struggle to get 10. Or he knows he's going to get higher than 10. He's just saying it'll be tough for us. But don't get depressed if you don't get a high score. And that's the way tables work. Look at Whoa Nelly, right? Whoa Nelly, you roll it over the rollovers. It's 1 point. You don't go to play Whoa Nelly for the points, though.
Yeah.
You go for the scenery, especially that mod that you were playing. But all right, yeah, and again, I'll give a shameless plug here. Like I said, there's an I scored link up in the console thing, Intellivision Worm Whomper, and we may or may not, Poe and I may or may not add an arcade game that you can play on MAME or something. Fire up our arcades and do. So we'll have 2 challenges going at once. But for right now, it's Worm Whomper on the Intellivision. Right now, Mike's Gaming Gala threw down a huge score. And Casey had a monster game the other day live on his shit channel. But he had already posted a score. Because on our Sunday night challenges, we do one and done. You play it once, you post your score, you're done. No redos. Which always puts me at the bottom because most of the time Poe picks games that I've never played before. So, and it's not doing it intentionally. It's just there's a lot of games I've never played before on those old consoles. So the first time I ever play it is for those challenges. And it's a one and done. So, but Casey's first game is still enough to put him in second place. So it's not like he played poorly the first time. He just had a monster game a second time and didn't update the score because he did the one and done. He was honest. So keep an eye on that. And then, like always, check tomorrow. Derek and Megan do their show 1:00 Eastern time in the afternoon. Mike's Gaming Gala 2:00 Saturday afternoon Eastern time. Pierre leads into Casey on Monday nights. Pierre leads into Mike's Gaming Gala on Tuesday nights. Crispy does a show on Wednesday night. I'm not going to throw all the times out because everyone will just get confused. If you don't know, go to their channels and subscribe and you'll know. Click the little bell. You'll get notified. Crispy does Fridays with his wife. We do Thursday, and that brings you a whole wraparound. So tomorrow, look for Derek, and then Crispy and his wife are doing some stuff in the evening. Not that kind of stuff. Bomb. But, and then Saturday, Sunday, all the way through. So all the links are in the description below for all of those channels I just mentioned. And go like.
There's even more. I think there's even more.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them. But I'm about ready to head in because it's hot out here. And I'm into hot and cloudy time. So we got air conditioners running and no sun. So
not good for a solar powered home.
Yeah, not good to be running multiple air conditioners on a cloudy day. And you got to go check on Cheryl, make sure she's all right. Give her our love. And hope she's doing better. She's a great girl. Don't judge Cheryl on who she married because we're seeing the weak side of this marriage. The good side's upstairs right now. She's a great girl. She's a great girl. We love her. So
you're in the same situation.
Yeah. Oh, I know it.
God bless the wives. That's all I can say.
That's true. So, all right. I think that's good. And Jabba will get with you about recording a segment. So let us know what night and evening is good for you that we can record, and Greg and I can get together and we'll come on here and record something.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. So definitely get together with us, and I'm still going to try to get a hold of you. A lot of you are new to this, but there's a guy in wherever Zen Studios is in Europe. Their Zen Studios is like a lot of these people that are overseas, and it's nighttime when it's daytime here. I forget where they're at, but so I did call him, and if you go back on my channel a long time ago, I did see contacted Zen Studios, and I got a hold of the janitor, Lars, and Lars actually talked to me, did an interview. So I want to see if I can get Lars back on the phone again, see if we can.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. So I'll roll the outro as soon as Bart says goodnight, Bart.
All right. Good night, Bart. I'm out of here.
Lights fade out. Ooh, 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 ah. Final ball, that digital drain, lost inside the neon rain. High score flashes in my veins. Level up, my brain rewind.